Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Showtime Satch, and before we get started, man, if it's sounding a little weird, I've been sick, so, disregard that, but I had to get this video to y'all, man. If you guys saw my ESFL fight, great. If you did not, you have to stay tuned, man. This is one of the craziest fights I've ever seen. I'll be doing a little bit of a breakdown here of, how the fight went, and, just some tips and tricks, things that you can learn. Maybe you can learn from my experience, and, maybe one day you'll be on my team in ESFL, but for right now, let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm starting this off. So my opponent for this fight was Big E. This was Diddy Boxing taking on the Bang Bros, B3, something like that. Bang Bros, I don't know what they're called, but they're a very solid camp. They got a lot of great strikers, and I was taking on Big E. Big E, I fought him 4 times. He's defeated me all 4 times. So in this fight, I'll be using Figueiredo. He's got Kai Car-France. And the first thing you gotta know about Kai Car-France is his grappling is terrible in this game. So I was looking to implement that a little bit, but I am mostly a striker, a pressure fighter, so I like to walk forward. Right now we're kind of exchanging a little bit. He's kind of tagging me a little more than I'm tagging him, which I don't like, but I'm not a guy that's going to walk backwards. You see right here, he just puts the pressure on and he gets a quick drop. Now, when you get rocked this early in a fight, I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. When you get rocked this early in the fight, guys, you just have to take a mental reset. You don't have to get it right back. There's 3 rounds of this fight. Even if I lose this first one, I still got 2 more rounds to go. So I try to take it a little easy, but the nerves are kicking in. So right here, I start backing up a little more. I'm not going forward as much. I start circling around the cage, I should take that immediately. Because I know Kai Car-France is bad grappling, but an open takedown like that in the middle of the cage is not going to work at this level. So he stops it pretty easily. You see, I'm getting beat up here. A nice little pull elbow though gets me a little bit of damage. I'm just trying to earn his respect right now. I'm getting walked down. And, I just need to throw something out there. So, see, I'm starting to lead with that jab a little more, hoping that he starts trying to evade it. Because once he starts evading the jab, it sets up my whole game plan here. See right there, he sidesteps it, so I'm starting to get a little bit of reads. And, but I'm just getting beat up in the pocket right now. He's putting on the pressure. He's killing me. I'm not going to lie. I'm having to use these little evades. And I don't know what that was. So I tried to throw a head kick, a lead head kick like I do a lot, but it was kind of backing up, and it somehow got a rock. So I did a little bit of damage there, but... there's nothing, don't do that. Hey, see, I get dropped early. That's not good. The double hooks are hitting me, and I'm just like trying to back up, trying to evade. At this point, my corner's telling me, don't walk backwards. Keep, like I'm saying, I'm rotating the side, but it's very dangerous. But when you're in this situation, sometimes what you got to do, he keeps pressing forward, and there is a moment in this fight where I start throwing T kicks. It should be coming up pretty soon, but that's honestly what changes the fight. I wasn't utilizing before. I was letting him walk me down because I'm normally the one advancing, so I'm not used to it. Right there, I throw my first T kick, I throw another knee, and stuff like that is going to make him stop pressuring me, which is going to let me open up my game more. I do make another critical mistake here, though. I've thrown like about 2 teeps here in a row. I threw the knee. So those are all things that can be sidestepped. So he's looking to sidestep. Earlier in the fight, I did tell you he sidestepped the jab, so he's been doing it a lot. Here I go for a wheel kick, doesn't quite land. That is my signature move though, so had to go for it. But right there he gets another rock and another drop, and right now my head health is on 0 basically. I have to play the rest of this fight perfectly, and I get up and immediately make a mistake here. Go for the T, he counters it. It should be coming up. But other than that, we're just exchanging, but I'm getting the worst end of these blows right now, so I gotta figure out something new to do. We're still in the 1-2, 1-2. We're just kind of like now. Right now, this fight is better for me though, because we're having more space. Like I said, he was pressuring me early, dropping me a lot, and that's what was leading to me getting messed up so bad. Now I got space, so I can kind of work my game a little bit. Even right there, that's a very dangerous combo he hit me with. One more shot, I could have been out. And lucky for me, Figueiredo has a great chin, so he's able to survive here. We got about 10 seconds left in this round, and that is going to be the end of the round. Nothing else happens here. So first round, I'm getting destroyed. That's easily 10-8 territory. We can look at the stats here. The striking totals weren't crazy, but 3 drops, 2 stuns. I'm getting beat up. At this point, I'm looking to take the fight to the ground. I know I'm getting beat up in the feet. And, I just have to establish my game. Right? So you see that we saw at the end of the round, he stopped pressuring me as much, which means I can start pressuring him. That might be a little counterintuitive. You get hurt, you kind of want to be defensive, but, you gotta take the fight in different situations. So right here, I'm getting some good punches off. I'm landing a lot. He's getting hurt. And, the tides are starting to turn a little bit. That was a great combo for me. The 1-2, I'm starting to put on the pressure. But I can't get into a war, which is what I'm doing right now. Putting my hands down, he's punching me back. I gotta just, technical pressure. Right there was a big mistake, the spinning side kick. He could have finished it right here. I don't know why he stood up. He must have thought he had the fight in the bag. But, he stands up. I'm not really willing to get up. I deny the stack guard transition. Very few grappling exchanges after this fight. That's it. and I don't really want to get up. I'm letting my health regenerate. That's something something you guys can pick up on here.
To the ground because his head health is... Oh, but a beautiful pivot right there. Oh, he connects. He's got him against the cage. Big drop. Bang, bang, bang.
Oh, my God. What a turnaround from Satchmo just as we were writing him off.
But like I said, I'm starting to try and put the pressure back on. He's put it on me. First here's a pivot. I got him against the cage here. A beautiful hook. And then the double uppercuts finishes it. And now you might be like, oh, wow, that was lucky. What am I going to learn from this? You know, you can get a lucky win. Now, if we go back and replay this, I was doing that pivot the whole fight. So let me replay here. I was doing that pivot the whole fight, and I started putting on the pressure in the second round. I got his head held a little low, which is what set this up. Went for the body shot. He dropped his guard a little bit. He didn't know what was going on. And the key thing I'll leave you with, the double uppercuts. The reason that was a flash KO is only because I threw double uppercuts. If I just threw one, he would have been on the ground. The fight would have kept going. But, you know, I know when he's falling to the ground, that's the only shot that's going to land. That's why I threw it, because I knew he was going to get dropped. Well, his block was destroyed. He was stunned. He was going to drop. That's why I threw the double uppercuts. So, you know, something like that, something you can remember in your fights. But really what I wanted to teach you guys, the message I'm going to leave you with, man, is it's not over until it's over. This fight is clearly the best example of that. I mean, Balin, Rob, they were all commentating this fight. They thought it was over. They were just writing me out, man. And then when that KO happened, man, anything changes. So that was my first ESFL fight this season. I am 1-0. Other than that, I mean, the team, we did lose. The other two teammates lost. So our team is 0-1. We're looking to get back on track next week. I should be taking on Zayef. Someone from BFAP will be taking on. So it could be Trixie. It could be Dirty Dave. But so it should be a big name opponent. And hopefully I bring more of my game. You know, I really wasn't prepared to use Figueiredo, but it's someone I brought out there with anyways. So we'll have to see how I implement my game next week. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in, man. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, sub, check out my other vids. They all fire. So I will catch you guys in the next one.